Ooh, we got Metallica today.
Another Metallica song.
Another Metallica song. Oh, it's
Who
called
isn't excited about this?
Screaming Suicide, guys. This is Pardon My Reaction.
What's up, everybody? Who isn't excited right now?
I am excited.
The last Metallica song we did was great.
It was really good.
Thoroughly enjoyed. They just released another one, Screaming Suicide.
Yeah. I saw it yesterday when I was out and about that it was released, and I was like, I need to get in the studio now. And I couldn't do it. We had to wait.
Yeah,
but it's okay. This thing's killing it right now.
Yeah. As of this video, 1 million views already.
Yeah.
I'm expecting greatness.
Yeah, I hope they keep up with the original, like how they're going back a little bit.
Kind of the thrasher style.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit more traditional Metallica vibe. I think that's pretty cool. And just the Screaming Suicide, the name of it sounds like something that'd be on one of their older albums. You know what I mean? It just has that vibe. So we'll see, dude. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be rad. I don't think there's anything about this is going to suck.
Yeah. No, they're not going to suck at all.
No, it's not going to suck. Okay, Metallica, Screaming Suicide. Let's get this going, man.
Ooh. Already like an upbeat lead.
I like the ash. It's coming down. Pretty rockin', dude. Yeah, that says rockin', man.
They're just straight up rockin'.
Yeah, it's rockin', dude. Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm having fun already with this song. Like just the upbeat tempo that they're using. The even the leads right at the beginning was very upbeat.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's more rock and roll this one so far. Than it is like that in that metal genre, which I'm totally cool with it because listen, these guys are older. They kind of have all different varieties with them. Like they have their heavier shit, they have their more melodic shit, they got the rock and roll stuff. So I'm super stoked about this already.
Oh,
and this is more on that rock and roll vibe, at least for right now.
I'm digging it. I feel like Metallica's already been around forever, and if they want to be around forever, this is the way to do it.
They already are. They're like their statue will be up in it's one of the greats. They're one of the greats.
I bet they will have a statue. Why not?
Maybe somewhere.
Why not?
I mean, they should. They should somewhere. I don't know where that is, but no, they're one of the top bands, like metal bands of all time. I mean, they are there are people that argue Slayer and Pantera, Metallica, Iron Maiden, all these guys.
Yeah, but those guys wouldn't be where they are
Sabbath.
without Metallica.
No, that's not true. No, they all came around at the same time.
I'm not saying they didn't come around at the same time, but Metallica opened the door for everyone to hear that kind of music. Metallica brought in different audiences. Metallica made metal.
I mean, Metallica were the first to be like mainstream, like real mainstream.
They made metal big. Do you think Slayer and all those guys, without Metallica being around, that would have gotten as big as they were?
Yeah, Slayer's been around even. I feel like Slayer's been around even longer than Metallica, and they were always big. Their first album's a fucking big album, dude.
I know.
But they're just mainstream. They're mainstream. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about this a little bit when we were doing Pantera. And it's like Slayer were the heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like fast thrash, that genre. Yeah. Metallica was always like the more mainstream, like marketable, if you will, metal. And Pantera was a little bit more of that hardcore, kind of grunging metal kind of vibe. And then you have bands like Iron Maiden, who I would argue if without Iron Maiden, there would be no Metallica. Without Black Sabbath, there would be no Iron Maiden. I mean, like, so you can't say that they are the reason, but they kind of grew out of this huge pot. They were the ones that they sold the most albums. They had the biggest tours. There's no doubt about it.
And that's what I'm saying. Because they were so big, now a different audience listens to Metallica, which now makes them search for other shit, which makes them listen to all these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right on that for sure. I think it opens up the door a little bit for sure, but I I have a lot of respect for Slayer and a lot of respect for like what Pantera did, and anybody, Iron Maiden, all those guys. So like to pinpoint one, I have a issue with pinpointing maybe just one as the leader, but I mean, I think people would debate who was the best metal band. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's obviously going to be a big debate.
A lot of people got really turned off by Metallica after the Black Album, when they kind of had their haircut and they went into this more kind of a different phase, and people were like, "What is this shit?" And because they were craving old Metallica, the hair, the metal, the fucking So they've had their ups and downs. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
but they're huge.
Oh yeah, they're massive.
I mean, they're huge. They're the biggest metal band right now for sure.
Yeah.
We haven't even heard.
Haven't even heard lyrics.
Come on, James. Let's do this. There he is.
Welcome to this life, born into the fight, beat it, claim your dream. Look you in the eye, watch a broken sky, craving dopamine. Then the voice appears, teaching you of fears. Are you good enough? You don't recognize that it's full of lies. You should just give up.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that riff. That's cool. That's cool.
Remember you're to blame.
Ooh.
Keep me inside. My name is suicide.
Dude, so I'll say this, like, and this is how my opinion on this. Like, he is so important to this band. Seriously, like James's voice is so uniquely Metallica. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think of Metallica, for me, I know some people are, they're into the guitar, they're into the drums, like whatever, but for me, like I think Metallica is very unique, right? Their sound is pretty unique, but like James comes in and you immediately are like, that's why he's there.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know there's some people that don't love his voice as much, and he kind of, like he does a lot of the.
But that's Metallica.
It's Metallica though, and like I'm just saying, like put any other singer in this group,
It wouldn't be the same.
and it would not be the same.
No.
Like I'm not saying he's the reason they're successful. I definitely don't think that's the case. I think they're all very talented in their own rights. I just think that he's such a unique presence.
Well, yeah, it's just like any bands, honestly, when they end up having to replace the singer or something like that. Like, they can get someone that's close, like, to sounds like him, but he doesn't have the same vocal quirks as the original guy that everybody loved. And that's where things get weird.
Yeah. And he plays guitar, which, there's, there's that part of it too, but his voice to me is really unique and cool. I really actually just like him. I've always thought, I always said it to you. I was like, man, if I could look like him at whatever age he is, he's like 60, probably something, I'm sure early.
Yeah.
If I could look like that, I'd be fucking thrilled, dude, because he just has a cool look.
Yeah.
He's matured. He's into the hot rods like I am. Like, he just has a cool vibe to him, and his voice still sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah. And that takes fucking work to be doing this as long as they've been doing it and still sound this good.
Dude, he's just trained well. And I don't think he's ever had vocals in his songs. Like, compared to other metal bands, he doesn't do, like, the deep growls and the strains and stuff that would eventually hurt your voice.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. He hasn't really been like that, which has been probably a godsend to him because it's made him, like, durable for all these years.
That's true, yeah.
So, it's awesome, dude.
Let's go back a little bit.
Yeah. I was digging all those vibes, though. All the different pieces that were awesome, dude.
Keep me inside. My name is suicide.
There we go.
Just another day, spirit
That was cool.
Hate to be awake, living a mistake, more dead than alive. Then a voice appears, whispering your ears, you were good enough. Throwing down a rope, a lifeline of hope, never give you up. Listen well, better listen well. Listen well, better
I really like the tones that they're using for this.
Yeah.
don't ever speak my name. Remember you're to blame. Keep me inside.
That part's sick. I love that. Ticket.
Yeah.
It's cool.
No, they're so good, dude. Like I mean, I just feel like as a whole package band, like it doesn't get better than this. Like they all know their roles, they all play their parts, and it just sounds good. It's super clean.
Yeah.
It's not overly thick, which I actually that's what I think most of the time people compare this to, like Ride the Lightning, like that. The tones are a little bit thinner, which kind of brings you back a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like it. I know it's heavily produced, but it doesn't sound heavily produced.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's kind of what you go for, right? You want to be able to produce a perfect product, but then also sound authentic.
Yeah. I love it, dude. And then Robert, the bass player, like, I mean, I got to see him with Ozzy Osbourne. Like, he was touring with Ozzy and Zakk Wylde and shit back in the day. Like, he used to play with a bunch of different bands, but now that he's been in Metallica for all these years, like, he feels like an original member. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he just
I
fits
remember
so well with
watching
this
the
band.
little documentary stuff when they were like choosing the new bassist and like he came in and stuff. I remember that. That was sick.
I was skeptical at first. I got to be honest with you. Like when that was coming out, because he has such a unique style in the way he moves, and it's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, Metallica's always been this like long, and he has long hair. But it just like it was a different look for like what you think of like Metallica at the time. Now I'm like, bro, it'd be weird not having him in there. You know what I mean? Because he brings in this, sometimes having that additional flavor added gives you that bump of
gives you a little more spice,
deliciousness,
different perspective.
Absolutely, dude. So yeah, it's just great, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy these guys are making good music still. Seriously.
Man,
we're only halfway through this.
keep me inside. My name is Suicide.
It's a cool riff right there.
That was
very underrated, man. I know he's big, but he is underrated to me still.
I really liked when the bass came in on that part where it was like just guitars, and then he
kept the pace going.
Yeah,
there.
It was cool.
Kirk comes in with the another just nice solo, and I was saying like I know that he's extremely like recognized as a guitarist, but I still think he's underappreciated. Because when you talk about great guitarists, a lot of times his name, at least when you see other people's lists, that he's kind of left out.
Yeah.
And I know he may not be as technical as some, but he's pretty damn good, dude. He's pretty damn technical.
Oh, yeah. And
clean. And clean.
Yeah.
And he's a nice guy. I think he's the glue to this band, honestly. I feel like, because when you watch some of those old videos of them when they're bickering and shit.
Yeah, it's always like between James and Lars, and it's always like, and he's just like.
He's like, guys, come on, man. I love you guys. Stop. Like he just seems like a very like genuinely nice person.
Yeah.
They all do in their own right. Lars was a little brash for a long time, and I know a lot of people are saying he's much better now. That's great. But even like that's okay. If you're in a band and you're that guy that's brash, sometimes you need that guy.
Yeah.
To keep you motivated, keep you going. Yeah. So loving the song, dude.
Yeah. I want to hear that bass line again.
Okay.
Oh, it's back farther.
Yeah. Yeah. This is driving.
Yeah.
Driving bass line. He's got nice hair, dude. Kirk does. It's ridiculous.
That was cool.
That's cool.
That was a cool transition right there.
This is like, in my opinion, Lars' wheelhouse right here for drumming. You know what I mean? It's driving.
End it with a solo. Solid, dude.
Come on.
Solid.
Yeah, come on. That was great. It's just so good, dude. Like, I listen, I have like such a core memory with these guys. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people do.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They have to. But like my dad was a big like metalhead. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for my dad, I'd be listening to Amy Grant and shit because that's what my mom listened to. But no, my dad was he was into the Panteras. Metallica was huge, right? The Black Album, I remember that. But like he used to pick. He had this '74 Blazer, and he'd come to school and the top was off, and he had these, you know, at the time the subs and stuff in there, and he was just playing Metallica, Black Album, Ted Nugent, shit like that. So I just driving around with a roof off the Blazer, listening to Metallica, and I just remember thinking like, this is the coolest shit I've ever heard in my life. You know what I mean? Because it was just like it was metal and Metallica give you like you know, it's just a vibe, bro. It makes you feel like powerful, dude. You know, metal makes you feel like, that's why people love it when they work out. It gives you that like, oh,
gives you some, you know, it's extra oomph.
Yeah, there's just a lot of energy to it, and I'm thrilled, bro. Honestly, I'm so happy. Like, this is a good year so far when it comes to like seeing Metallica putting out new tracks, seeing what's left of Pantera touring.
Yeah,
you know, even though it's not all the same, it's just the fact that, you know, Phil's out there, Rex is out there, and they're playing. Like, that era of music is so damn important to metal.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. No, I think it's needed. I think as a genre, metal, rock, kind of everything, it was starting to go a little weird. Like, people were experimenting so much, it was starting to get a little weird. So it's really nice to see the people that made it what it is coming back and say, you guys, this is how it's done.
Yeah, well, they have the recipe, man.
Yeah,
and I enjoy the weird. I got to be real with you. I really enjoy seeing people experiment. And I'm
not knocking people that experiment.
No. But see, it's part of the process, because you got these younger bands who are like, I'm going to be creative, I'm going to be over the top, and there's some really over the top metal, like some very unique stuff going on. But then when these guys come back out and they put out some new records, especially great records, those younger generations go, Metallica, man, I haven't really listened to them for it. And then they bring in that flavor and they add it into what they're doing, and it just is part of the process. You know,
they're bringing in and like reinforcing the foundation of metal.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, you know, Slayer's retired at this point, like they're kind of done, and you know, some of those older bands still do, like Ozzy's still putting out a new record, you know, but Metallica and just seeing Pantera, like, it's just, if you love metal, this has to put a smile on your face.
Oh yeah.
Just bringing back, makes you feel good, takes you back to your childhood a little bit, or your teens, or whatever, however old you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, great song.
Great.
All of them. Lars killed it, bro. This is his wheelhouse of drumming. Like, this is what I was talking about last one. Like, I know I got a lot of flack for the whole double kick comment, but you know what? This is more what he does. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really driving. It's really solid, and he's a powerful drummer, and that's where I just think he's the best, is when he's just driving on those drums, dude. It's just hard hits, Nothing too fancy, and let the guys do their job. You know, let everybody just have their part, and that was his thing. It sounded great as a whole.
Metallica, Screaming Suicide, once again, awesome.
It's going to be a sick album, bro.
It's going to be a good album.
This is going to be a sick album. So hopefully we can do the next one that comes out. We appreciate you guys listening. If you like what we do and you want to support the show, we're trying to build this thing up.
Share us around. Hit that subscribe button. Make
Please
sure
do.
you hit the notifications when we do post a video. We do videos Monday through Friday.
Yeah. If you like it, hit the button. We're trying to get to 2,000.
Yeah, let's do it.